Hello and welcome back to UK Tool Talk. Now this has been a long time coming. My friend Rainer from China sent me some moretop tools ages and ages ago, and this is one of the last ones to review. This is a masonry cutting carbide teeth recip saw blade. Never used one of these. It's a bit of a peculiar thing. Is this going to replace getting a block and then getting like a bolter chisel and chiseling it off? Probably not, but we're going to test it and see if it's any good. Let's say you had to cut the corner off the block and you didn't want to get angle grinder on. We'll just try and cut a little corner off. Is it any good? It's okay. If you had to cut a little corner off there, it'd be okay, but for cutting a slice for a full block, I think you're best off with an angle grinder, really. Unless you were in a place where you didn't want too much dust and you didn't have a wet cutter. Because as you know, if you use a grinder on this, dust goes everywhere. So, if there was a place where you want to minimise the dust, and just do little cuts in blocks. This is really hard block. I've got to say, this is one of the densest blocks. If you had one of that, some slightly less dense blocks, it'd probably cut better. What we're going to do now is we're going to just try it with a bit of brick and see if that's any better. I'm impressed with that. That is the core of that brick is really hard. Honestly, although it's an old brick, just try again. What do you reckon? What do you reckon? I'm quite impressed with that, actually. So what we will try next is these. These are recip blades for cutting nail embedded wood. So they've got carbide teeth welded, laser welded I think, onto the blades. So we'll pop that in. Not got nails in it, got screws, hard screws. So we'll pop that in there. Now if you've got a normal recip blade and you hit a nail or a screw, you are screwed, definitely, because it'll take all the edge off the blade. Absolutely no issue whatsoever. Straight through hardened screws. I'm going to give it another go. There we go. They are pretty good. Still pretty sharp. If you're doing demolition work and you don't want to go through loads and loads of these blades, let's say you have lots of 3x2s or 4x2s with screws and nails in, and this thing would go all day long, I reckon. I don't think that'll wear out much at all. So in summary, what do I reckon to these recip blades from China, from a company called Moretop Tools? If I can get some kind of link so you can buy these items, I'll put it in the description, but it's not they're not easy to actually buy these in the UK, but hopefully they'll come to the UK. Hopefully you'll be able to get them. But this strange masonry cutting bit, yeah, I don't know. It's a little bit worn already on the little end of the carbide bits. But for little jobs maybe, where I think it might be quite useful when you're cutting through, like cutting out for a window, let's say, or a door, and you make a start with it and you can cut it in position and sort of cut down a slot where you'd knock through for a window or a door, possibly. That might be pretty good for that, actually. These recip blades with the carbide tips on, nail embedded wood, really good. I've used these at work. Yeah, if you're cutting through wood, just straight wood, it's bound to be a little bit slower than a proper dedicated blade for cutting wood. But if you're doing a bit of demo work and you're not sure what's in the wood, it could be a screw, could be a nail, you won't have any bother with these at all. So yeah, I rate them. Okay, I'll see you next time on UK Tool Talk. Oh, nearly did Random is Rad Rock On. No, we don't do that anymore. See you next time on UK Tool Talk.